Okay, welcome to video 11.8. Today we're going to be talking about more quadratic linear systems algebraically. So it's a continuation of what we've already done. The steps are still exactly the same. So I'm just going to briefly review them with you and talk to you about the key things that you need to do in order to solve these systems. So the first thing that you need to do is ensure that both equations are in y equals. So in this first example here, I'm going to need to do something with this 2x in order to make it in y equals. Then, once you have your equation in y equals, you will take that and substitute it in place of y. After you've done that, you will have a new equation that needs to be solved for 0. You solve for 0, and then you can go ahead and solve the quadratic in one of the three ways that you've already learned. Solving by factoring, using the quadratic formula, or completing the square. Then, once you've solved for your x values, and remember you should get 2 x values, then you're going to need to substitute that back in for x so that you can get out the y value. Now, some things to be on the lookout for in these examples, and there's really only 2 that you need to do algebraically. The question on the back is a solving graphically. So when you are doing these, you need to be on the lookout for, if you end up with the same answer, what that means. So if I have 2 x values that are the same, that means that really they only intersect at one point. And remember that we can check these by plugging the answers back in for x and y, and furthermore looking in y equals in our calculator to see if our graph supports our answer. Does it look like on the graph and or table that it only intersects at 1 point, 2 points? Then you can adjust your answers as needed. Remember that you have to show work for these algebraic solutions. And since the back question is a graphically, remember that to solve graphically, you need to do the axis of symmetry formula first. That'll tell you what the middle value of your table is, and then you can go back 3 and up 3. And that's really all I'm going to do for this video. So if you need more help on this, just let me know in class. We'll talk about it more in class. Have a good night.